Okay, I'm just making this film about my kitchen and the kitchen fire, and whether or not I could be negligent or not in anything that I did here on that morning. Now, first and foremost, I'd like you to just take a look at that. That is an electrical point, and it's wide enough to have a kettle and 3 fingers, nearly a whole 4 fingers, 3 fingers comfortably, away from any heat. Now, obviously, having that electrical point there, it is not designed to travel over the width of the hot plates. That would just be stupid. But it is there. Now I'm going to take that away there. I haven't got the picture that the police gave, but I'm going to try and reconstruct it as best as I can. I can see that there was 2 bottles of oil around about there, and there was a piece of burnt stuff around about there. Now, if I put a pot, this is a pot, obviously, roughly the same size as most pots, but it covers 99, well, you could still burn that, yes you could. Okay, but I think the pot was a little bit bigger, but never mind, that's gone now. That has to burn. To describe, this needs to happen. To burn there, this other 2 bottles of oil, allegedly, I'm not sure, but obviously you can see that they were bottles of some kind. That burnt bottle, where there's no burn at all, the burning oil would have had to spread to the back there in a river, and down here it would have had to come down the front. There's no damage to the front of the unit. Then catch fire, and then obviously come upwards and cause all that damage, etc, etc. But that is not the only damage. The main damage to this kitchen is on this side. You can see it's actually burnt through the door there. And this, and they've painted that now, but the majority, when I tried to put the fire out, it was here. It wasn't over there. But that is just under the electrical socket. Now, I don't know whether that burning oil there, I didn't see what happened. All I saw was the aftermath. But I don't see how something here, because I put this plate on, could spread fire without leaving any trace to the back there, and then cause that, and then that damage over there. It just doesn't make sense. However, one of the neighbours, whilst the fire engine was here and everything, one of the neighbours was talking to one of the other neighbours, and she told me that one of these extractor fans in this building, the very same mark, the very same make, because this is the original kitchen, caught fire and exploded. Now, if you hear what I said to the police and the ambulance, there was an explosion, and it was a big explosion. That would not be caused by a plastic bottle exploding. And a fireball. There was a big... Now, could, just for argument's sake, the fire have been caused electrically here, which is where the buttons were, which is where I turn the light on, because this kitchen is dark. You do need a light to work here, so I turn the light on above the cooker, as always, the extractor fan light. Could that have caused the fire there? Caused this main piece of damage here, because it was quite ferocious there, and caused there this damage here, or this damage here maybe even caused by, there was burning oil or something burnt there, I'm not sure what it was. If, let me just demonstrate something there. Let's get another bottle. Let's put it there. If I'm above, and that's, I can drip burning oil or burning plastic could have hit that bottle and caused it to ignite, which would be far more viable than a bottle here. I don't think that was there. That bottle was there. I don't think that burned there. I think that was moved there or put there or accidentally was there by whatever reason. But that didn't catch fire there. Nothing caught fire here. That's the plate I had on. I had this plate on, nothing caught fire. There was no fire here. Mystery is, how did that catch fire? And how did that, on the other side of the cooker, that side, how did that take more flame than that side? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now, this distance, is it okay or not to put plastic bottles there? Whoever designed this kitchen, bearing in mind that he put an electrical socket here, has thought about that and said, yeah, that is safe. That is safe. You've got a good handspan before you hit any metal, any hot metal. So Fabian,